Welcome back to Foundation version 1, this gridless city builder that's really amazing. Our town is slowly but surely growing. Look at this, we have now almost 50 people. We have a manor house over here, we have a church, right? And remember, these are multi-part buildings that you can edit as much as you want, create, differently. So actually, I think we should try to do some edits, maybe add something like a rustic thatched chapel incline, and maybe we'll put that on the other side here. I'm hoping that's going, yes, look at this. This is going to increase my capacity from 24 to 30 people. So that is great. It's cost obviously a couple of resources, but not too bad, not too bad. So we're gonna do that. I'm also going to do the same on the tax office. Like, I feel like this guy is living into this small room there. That's not very kind of me, even if nobody likes a tax, collector. Still, this guy should get a bit more space. How do I get that to be bigger? Here it is. So here it is. We made it a bit bigger, higher, and again, that's gonna cost us a bit of resources, but not too much. So let's do that. Okay, that's a good extension. We will, in this episode, also continue with meat, with maybe bread, and especially with iron. All right, we built the iron production chain here, but the iron deposit is actually just outside of the territory, so that's not so great. We're gonna have to take over this territory. I think that will also actually help us to get more boars, because look at this, apparently all of the boars are outside of my territory. If I go here into hunting, yeah, they're all outside of the territory. That is bad. I hope they're gonna come back some point, but again, I think this just tells us we need to take this territory as soon as possible. I mean, I see we have 120 of coins right now, so maybe let's just do that right away. Let's go, let's take over this territory, and with this we should have access to a bit more. Yep, perfect, here it is, that's the limit. So a bit more hunting grounds for the boars, and most importantly, we have access now to the iron. So let's go, let's put anybody. No, nobody has any who is that? What are you walking on? Oh, they must be walking on stone, right? Let's check it out. Yeah, they're walking on stone. Okay, so it's interesting to see that the mining of stone is the same sort of experience as the mining of this iron. And so maybe what we do is we move one of these to iron, get it started. I think we're gonna keep only one person for now because I don't have that many. But yeah, it is. The iron is in range. We're gonna want also a bit of coal. For coal, I don't think we have anybody that has any experience, so let's just put anyone. It's fine. And then this coal and iron will need to go into a new building. We may want to have a warehouse there too, I'm thinking. I mean, we're gonna need wood for the coal. Oh no, it cuts trees, sorry, it doesn't need wood, it cut directly the trees. So maybe, yeah, let's just delete that. Let us keep the reforestation area there, because you want to make sure this guy doesn't kill all the trees. And in particular because of the boars too, right? But yeah, let's put a forester, let's restart this. But we also need a couple of other productions. We're gonna need the iron smelter, it's gonna take coal and iron ore. So let's go. I'm gonna put that, actually maybe, yeah, no, there. There's a nice space. There's an entrance in the front and in the back. Okay, no, I think we're gonna put it like this. Okay. That's cost quite a lot of resources, including money we don't have. So we're gonna have to wait before we can place this one, unless we do a levy. Let's see how my people, yeah, levy mandate 7%. So basically in maybe a couple of days, they'll be fine with me doing another levy. On the other hand, we do see that we don't have enough housing apparently, right? You can see, no, actually, I don't see. It's fine, we're fine, sorry, my bad, my bad. So this is being rebuilt, this one too, okay, the city is nicely growing there. We have cut most of the trees on this side. I think soon we'll move and start doing that side. And everything else seems to be working fine. Good, good, good. We do need to have more money, like we're really low on money, despite having some good taxes, but we don't have a lot of trade. I think the problem is that we are buying, where's my trade here? We are selling some planks, but if we look here, we are buying tools. Like for example, last month I bought 48 of tools, so that's definitely a lot when, we're only selling 50 of planks, for example. So it will help us now to start making, more tools ourselves, basically. Housing insufficient is back, okay? So let's check that out. Residential, I mean, I guess we can start expanding the residential here. Let's go. Let's go. That was the goal all along, right? To start expanding on this side. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions or thought about the game. But yeah, I'm having tons of fun. We also have access to water there, so we may want, you know, progression menu over here to unlock the fish. It does take 25 coins, so we're gonna have to wait for a second. I will probably also want to do farming very soon. That will be important. Now this housing insufficient, every time I click on it, it shows me actually this guy here, our tax collector, who is our only commoner, right? We have improved him from serf to commoner in the last episode. And so I think that's the problem, is there is no houses that has been upgraded, so he doesn't have a house that he likes. So maybe we start by upgrading, you know, a house over here. We can see to upgrade this house, you would want, first of all, to kick this person out, and hopefully he's gonna come into that house. You would want to improve the house, right, with the beautification area and with the commoner resident again. So let's see if we can make that happen. For the beautification, I think we need to unlock first and foremost these, the tier 2 decoration, but this is 50 coins, so I really need to just go ahead and do one levy, which, remember, you can find into your den or into the great hall, where you have the select mandate, discuss levy with your people. Let's go. It has to be done. I know they won't be so happy, but with this we'll gain quite a lot of money. So let's go. Unpause, and here it is. We've got a lot of money, so let's go back into the progression and unlock decoration. Great. And now with those decorations, we can start having quite a lot of things, you know, some roses and a few others, like a lantern post that could be good. So you do need to put them, you know, depending on the building, pretty close if you want them to be to impact, right, that building. It is, for example, I can put this rose bush into the garden here, and it will impact this house. Let's then try one of these trees here, and you can see this one is a big one, for example. A lot of money though, so be careful with that. So it is, and now with that one, tax collector is hopefully gonna be happier, because this house here has beautification and a desirable neighborhood. It don't need resources to be upgraded, so let's prioritize this and increase our time. But yeah, we've built a rose bush, we've built a young oak planter, a terracotta bench we haven't done yet, so let's see, where is the terracotta? So it is, I've placed a few more. We have the bench over here, we have the road sign, we have, you know, rope fence, of course this big tree there. So yeah, many houses now have this beautification area. That's great. They are missing a commoner resident to be upgraded, and honestly you want to probably also be smart, like maybe we upgrade first that one into a commoner, because she already has an upgraded house. And yeah, here it is, the house is already being built. Great, great, great. So that is a second mission done. Then I feel like, you know, our food is good, even if somehow this feels always empty. Yeah, it seems okay. It seems okay. So our food is good. Let's check out on this side. We should have some reserves of iron and coal. Yeah, it's starting. So let's build the iron smelter. So hopefully we can really stop buying some tools and just make them ourselves. Oh, I see our sawmill is full. That's okay. Maybe now we have people, so it's fine. I'm just gonna leave them here completely full. And here it is, the house has been upgraded. You can see the difference in texture, right? And hopefully with this, he should be happier. Yes, he is. Housing is green, and he has one type of refined food. We may want to get to the second one soon. I also see we have learning tools. A wealthy benefactor learn of your recent struggle with tools and coins. Oh, we already got that before. So he's gonna give us 25 tools, and in exchange we'll have to repay 200 at some point. And it's a good question. I don't really think we need to. We have 10 tools now, and we're gonna start making them ourselves, so I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, let's check out here. This should be done soon. And so after the blacksmith, what is the next production? The next production is, no, sorry, after the iron smelter, the actual next production is the blacksmith. It will use, you know, a bit more coal again and some iron. So we're gonna have to see if we need maybe more coal production or not to make the tools. So that is great, because also tools are super expensive to buy. It will cost 50 coins to make that building. So So let's start first this and check anybody. No, nobody. Oh, what is that? Yes, okay. So basically this needs to be a commoner or better. I don't really have a lot of commoners yet, and I don't want to have many commoners yet because, you know, they're not gonna be that happy, I think, the commoners. I mean, we can check. Where's my commoner? Yeah, we can check this guy. He's not that happy because he's only getting, you know, one type of food. He's not getting entertainment. He's not getting goods versus my random people. I mean, this one is 32, for example, right? As a random person serf usually will be a lot happier because they want less stuff. So yeah, I think even with a lot of taxes, these guys are a lot happier than the commoner, where we're not even giving him any taxes, if you can believe it. Speaking of trading, we can actually open a new trade route with Stratberry. It costs 15 of these labor points, but we have 20 and we're actually limited at 20. So right now I can't even get more. So I think it's a good idea to start spending some. It will open, you know, give us a way to buy some new things and also to sell some new things, for example, fish in the future. So let's just do it. We have more than 50. So as I mentioned before, let's build this blacksmith over here. All right, hopefully we'll have enough. And actually, Bergelmir, it's pretty boring. I think you're gonna be Bog Spoon. Thank you, Bog Spoon, for all of your support over the years. I'm glad that you're enjoying this one. And while we're at it, this one is gonna become Mortanos. Thank you, Mortanos, for your support too. A few minutes later, and our blacksmith has been built, and actually we made our first tool. Look at this. We made our first tool. So I think they're celebrating, yes, an industrious clang of metal echoes through the village. Tools are not crafted, not bought. Your villagers are eager to build, create, and thrive. This is gonna be critical indeed. I think what we're gonna need to try to do also is try to get this sort of 100% productivity. I see, for example, right now that we're missing some coal, right? So let's try. I just added another person on the charcoal coal. Maybe we're gonna need a third one. On the other hand, for the iron smelter, we see we're missing iron. So maybe I'm gonna need also a second iron mining camp. Unfortunately, we also only have one of these mining of these deposits here, right? The city is slowly but surely growing. Look at this, we have 2 houses now in the back there. That's interesting. I really like that even, you know, the outside of the house here is now stone and not just, you know, the house itself. In the meantime, I think let's start with the clothing research. We're gonna be able to produce wool and cloth and then clothes, which is important, like common clothes, because right now we're also buying those clothes on the market and it's expensive and we need that. You know, I remember there was, yeah, for example over here, you know, we need 5 clothes forever. This building too, I think we need 2-3 more clothes forever. So starting to make some clothes will be important. We may have though to be smart where, I mean, I guess maybe over here, maybe over there, because I don't feel like this is where the city should expand. So maybe on this side we're gonna do the clothes. So let us see what this new production is all about. We have the sheep farm, we have the weaver hut, and we have finally the tailor workshop. This feels more like something you can put in the city. Yes, you can. On the other hand, you know, obviously this one, it doesn't have negative impact, so that's fine. We could also put it close to the city. And then we have the sheep farm. This shouldn't be too close to the city, so maybe we put it over here actually, right? That sounds okay-ish. Maybe I do something like this, and then, you know, there will be a road here basically. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're creating this first building and we're gonna need to have a place for the sheep too, but we can do that in a sec. At some point I wonder if we're gonna move our stone production. Right now it's almost in the middle of the city. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Oh, this has just been built actually because we just bought some cloth. It is just waiting for builder, so that will increase the meat we can store there. And this one too actually has just been built. Perfect. So let's put a stonemason, because this is one of the things we can sell, right? The polished stone. I forgot though that to be able to sell this, we need to put it into here, into one of the warehouse, right? Otherwise we cannot sell it. I may have to take also the stone out at some point. Yeah, let's empty the stone. So the sheep farm has been built and we need to paint the pasture. Now let's first actually put some unemployed people, and if possible, you know, focus on the one that have a house not so far. So that is great. We have 2 that have a house not so far, and now we're going to create a pasture. I mean, I feel like here this can be a good pasture. The field is too small for the current amount of water. Okay, so we can expand it a bit. Actually, I thought maybe I should have put it on the other side. Look at this, it's crazy, it's still too small. I love how though it is changing, right? You can see it's different. Wow, we need something huge. Still too small. That doesn't make sense. How come this is still too small? Okay, now it's adequately sized. That was a big pasture. I don't feel like we should have some here, sorry. I want to keep that. So I guess we're gonna expand here. Well. Okay, so that is a big sheep farm for sure, and it will start producing. It will start producing some wool. So let's give it a second. We have then over here iron. You can see the coal is fine, but iron is not. And on this one, somehow it's the coal that's not. While the sheep are growing, oh, actually, I think, and it is. We have a first, mature sheep that are starting to create some wool. So I moved to the weaver's hut that will take this wool to make cloth. We just need one more tool, and the tool seems to be going there. Oh, insufficient housing. While this production is starting, I'm thinking we move to bread. The next one, let's take this territory here. We have a lot of space, and it's next to the sheep, so it could make sense. I think we may reorganize also the sheep pasture, right, to maybe keep the road here and the pasture on this side, and then maybe the bread on the other side. But before, let's actually unlock the bread production, farming, where we're gonna have a wheat farm to produce wheat, a windmill to transform the wheat into flour, and a bakery to transform flour and water into bread. So we may need another well for that, I guess. So as promised, I've done the change. My sheep farm is not anymore over here. It is now extended this side. I did even put or build, a village fence around it to make sure my sheep don't escape. And then on this side, we're building the bread production. We have the farm that has been built. I put 2 people on it, and I started to paint also a crop field, which apparently right now is adequately sized for 2 people. And they're starting to plant, as you can see, right, the wheat. We have next door the mill. You can put actually tons of people. That's really interesting. I also feel like it's probably, you're gonna have many farms for just one windmill. That's typically how it works. And then we have next to it the well, next to it the bakery. Alright, so this is all working. This is also all working. As you can see, we are making a lot of clothes, so that's great. I don't have to buy it anymore. I think we can soon start to transform it into clothes. But first, I just realized my berries and my meat was going down. We used to have more than that for sure. So I built over here another butchery, or we are in the process of building it to be more precise. And similarly here, a gathering hut. We have also unlocked the fish, so maybe we'll start fish next time. But yeah, look at this. The wheat is coming out. Somebody was walking here, that's not great. I was explicitly trying to have them not walk here. I'm not sure why. Oh, that was probably the guy that was building the fence. Okay, so hopefully they don't walk there anymore. So we really have as much as possible of these, with wheat. If there are trees, make sure that you cut them, right? Otherwise, same, you won't get a lot of wheat there either. But yeah, the village is definitely growing. We have across the 50, across even the 60, which is maybe why also my food was going down. So I'm gonna wait until we add new people. But the village seems fine, right? Like, few people missing services and refined food. Actually, that's probably my what's his name, my commoner, right? We still have only one commoner for now, so it's good, no problem there. And yeah, it is the first one is built. So let's put some people, if possible, that are not too far. Yeah, they're not too far, it's fine. But we may actually need a few more, so let's take these 2 for my food. I have added one more iron mining camp too, and now another charcoal. We try to just get this to work. Even with one, it doesn't seem to be working at 100%. Now it seems that the problem is actually coal. So maybe I'm gonna need like 3 coal to 2 iron. I don't know. We're gonna have to check that out. But that's some good progress, ladies and gents. Seems like we have a message here. Let's check it out. Surplus of advanced material. Ooh la la. Your artisan has been hard at work, and now the village has a surplus of polished stone and planks. The newfound abundance has sparked their creativity, fostering ideas of incredible structure. Happiness bonus 10%. I mean, sure. Wait, for villager, who is villager, monastic, or combatant profile? Okay. So it's not all of them, but still, it's good. And there is also another new mission here. Let's check it out. Edicts and privileges. Yes, because this is, I bought the edicts. Villagers believe we have achieved enough prosperity to implement our first edict. There are laws and policies that will help you shape the village in new ways. Additionally, you can enable privileges, which are benefits granted by each of the estates. Once edicts and privileges are enacted, they must be revised with a mandate to be removed. So let's definitely do this one, and they tell us to do careful planning. So let's check this out. No, this is not there. Sorry, my bad. This is over here. So we have indeed unlocked, 1 slot for edict, 0 yet for privileges. So let's check what we can do. We have contractual wages, decrease the cost of mandate. Stonework promotion, yields for many of the resources increased by 100%, but the yield of food is decreased. I don't love that. Food is actually tough. Upkeep of production building part decreased. Okay. Careful planning. Refund 50% of the tool used after constructing. This is really cool because tools are hard to get. And bulk trade. Trade quantity bonus of 80%. Okay. For some, but the price decreases. Okay. Anyway, we can only do one, and the mission is to do careful planning. So let's do careful planning. And we have our first edict. Great. Right. Let's check out also what's happening with the farms there. Oh, look at this. They're getting some of the wheat. Love it. I'm guessing we have some reserve there. Yeah, 19. And we've started also to make some in the windmill. 15 of flour. Fortunately, this bakery is not finished yet. Good thing is I may get a few tools back, right? Oh, and I don't see any problem here. So with 1 person working the iron smelter and 1 person working in the blacksmith, 2 charcoal huts fully staffed, and 2 iron mining camps fully staffed, it seems to be going okay. So that's interesting in terms of productivity. On the other hand, this one here, right, we have a lot of wool, and we're full now on cloth. I don't think we can sell clothes. If I remember correctly, we can actually buy it. So we're not gonna sell right now, but what we could do is start the actual clothes making, common clothes, which will be required for my commoners. Yes, that's what they are called, my commoners. But yeah, I just want to make my first bread. Please, please. And it is, the bakery has been built. Let's assign 1 person to it for now. And hopefully make our first bread. Let's check the animation. We have the water, we have the oven. And is that her? No, that's not her. Where's she going? They did create a road here in the back of the village. That's pretty cool. But at least it's not in the middle of my farm. So that's all good. So where are you now? Let me show you where you are. Oh, you're at your house. Okay. Oh, and your house is pretty far. Dang. Let me check that out, actually. Is there somebody closer? Yeah, there's many people closer. So let's take her out. And let's put somebody that actually walks, that actually, live a bit closer. And it is, he's walking. Look at this. Making his bread. Slowly but surely. Ah, the bread is cooking in the oven. You can even hear the sound. That's crazy. I love it. And it is a first bread. Where is he going to drop it? In the back. Okay. A first bakery, a delicious aroma drift upon the warm wind this morning. It's your village first bundle of bread, fresh out of the oven, to the delight of every villager and their tingling taste buds. So yeah, we have bread. We're gonna want 50 to be able to upgrade, our Northbury trade route. But for that, we also need a belief. And for belief, we need to upgrade labor level to level 2, which is basically with an estate labor of 25. We have 16 now. I think that will be in the next episode. I mean, we definitely did a lot today. We have started a lot of food production. We've started the bread over here. We really expanded also on our berries and our meat. It is increasing now. We started the sheep production to make them clothes, so we stopped buying it. We also stopped buying tools with this whole tool production over here. So yeah, I think that was a lot of progress. Also, one small thing I'm going to show you is I'm starting to expand a bit the church, because there were some people that were starting to complain that there's not enough space in the church, basically. So I'm starting to expand it. I know it's not the most beautiful one, but I feel like this is organic growth. It looks fun. It looks fun. And yeah, we also built our first house, level 2, in terms of quality, a medium quality housing. We didn't look yet at the density. I think in the next episode, that's going to be the focus, sort of. I think in the next episode, we're going to focus on trying, to upgrade quite a few people, quite a few houses, upgrade also our labor to level 2. That will be the focus. Smash like button, tell me in the comments below any comments, thoughts that you may have, and To see you next time.